Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another Let's Play with author J.P.Edgar, where this stupid looking individual in front of your face is going to be playing some games he has never played before, and today we are going to continue our journey with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the PS5. So without wasting more time, let's get going. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Is the mic dead or is it me? Well, I'm seeing plenty of input. So, do you have the actual audio muted? You might have the click sound mute X microphone thing. That's probably what you're doing. You have the stream muted on your end. All right. All right. How are you doing today, chat? How are you doing? I'm trying to transition everyone from YouTube to Twitch. Twitch has been a little bit more friendlier when it came to chat and streams, so I'm going to see how the transition. I'm still going to stream on YouTube, but it's probably going to be a video on demand platform rather than the Let's Play stream platform. I'll still do both, but we'll see how things turn out. All right, so what is that squid play? Where are you getting the emoticons from? Every time I try to find one of my usual ones, they never show up. Forced to use dinosaur emoticon like. Listen on YouTube, chat via Twitch, because that's the way it works in my dumb office. Boo, my headphones were dead. Oh, okay. All right, so how are you doing today, chat? How are you doing? Oh, criminy. I hate the fact that my little Bluetooth device for my headphones for my PlayStation 5 no longer works. So I have like all these cables connected from my face. And it's just, from following other Twitch streamers, really? Is that how you get like more emoticons? Like, yeah, the more people you follow, the more like emote you get? Is that what happens? Kind of adjusted my camera a little bit. All right, let's get to it. Let's get going. I have to follow a bunch of streamers to have different. Yeah, that is kind of silly. All right, so I think we just finished the underworld. We got the. And this is where we paint the battle. But we forgot to paint the battle because we're not action painters. I barely use Twitch. All new to me. Yeah, no worries. That is a boss platform if I ever saw one. Actually, we already fought that. Yeah, emoji's situation here kind of sucky. I'll explain why I don't have a lot. And there's so many. Let's kind of remember where we left off. I think we finished all the side quests that we were able to find here. We got the pictures, so I suppose our next step would actually be outside. Coastline. Priscilla's plan. Who's Priscilla? For a way to go topside. That's the main storyline. Let's go outside. There's probably some quests there that we can take care of. So let us fast travel here. We're going to explore all of this area. We weren't able to find any quests that led us to this general vicinity, so we're going to be taking care of that at the same time. We're going to see how far up we can go and do some exploring today. How does that sound today, Chad? How does that sound? I think that sounds like a fantastic plan. Chad may not like it, but this guy will do the thing. By the way, how is my equipment? Aerith still needs to level up her thingamajiggy. Finish off an enemy with a standard attack launched from the ward. Conjure a stick that grants invincibility while casting, strengthens basic attack. All right, so we're going to have to build up her Themabara Majiggy Majiggy. And ooh, hello, dog. No, yeah, hello, doggo. Follow Salmon? Let us follow the heck out of that best boy.
Don't you worry. Any monster that wants to get you is gonna have to go through me.
We're gonna follow this. Oh dear, you are not slow. I expected him to just not go anywhere.
How old were you when you left home?
14. Wait, it was spring, so 13.
Suppose that ain't too unusual for small town boys like you. What'd your mom have to say?
Not much. Didn't try to stop me. Like you said, nothing unusual about it, but...
Salmon has hit points. I'm going to have to really defend Salmon.
She offered me that. To make a fresh start.
Guess moms are the same all over.
I will load the game if Salmon gets hurt.
Since I was planning to enlist straight away.
But you still can't help setting your price at $2 grand. Sentimental, ain't you?
So we gotta defend the Salmon boy. So then I'm going to be doing this. Conjure a word grants invincibility while casting spells. Okay.
I think we're almost done. That's it. Get him.
That's not too bad. It's the Salmon. Oh. Alright, and that's the stream, chat. That's the stream. Salmon run. I mean, oh man. Alright. I'm angry at myself because I didn't think of that either. The Salmon run. Criminy. I should have mounted a chocobo because Salmon is a quick boy. Poor speedy doggo. I feel like if chasing an actual dog, I will never catch them. They just run off, pause, look behind me like, wow, you're slow. Oh, do I think I still have to assess things too. Alright, let's see if I have to assess things. Well, I have to get on the right person first.
I'll take care of him. You can do it.
My turn.
There we go. Nope.
Let's finish this.
There we go. Assess.
That's on you.
So it's my turn?
What is with this music? What with the music?
Don't worry. The planet... That'll do! One more shot! That'll do!
You hear it? It's like this music is so weird.
We'll make it quick. Who's up for some magic? Here it comes! One more
So
shot!
she's invincible while in here, right?
We're almost done. This one's for you!
Oh, wow. So, how is your steak? It's getting there. It's getting there. It's art. You won't understand. I don't know. I'm pretty detached from art, so I would definitely understand. What in the J-pop fight music is this? Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. So
Hear me out.
What?
all right.
the kids from leaving the nest, claiming it's too soon or they're not ready. Any excuse to keep them at home.
What about it?
Loads of parents are like that, but I told myself I'd be different. I'd never keep my little girl from flying. I don't want to clip her wings. I want her to soar. I hear you scoffing. You think I can't do it? You think I'll keep her all to myself?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what scares me. As much as I want to let her fly, I don't know if I'll be able to let go when the time comes. Maybe I'll panic, get in the way, hold her down, all to keep her safe. Oh, Marlene, I wish you could be my baby girl forever.
All right. So let's get back to, I think I've already assessed these, so we could just move on with the pew-pews. Yeah.
Don't overdo it.
I'm coming. Adding out. All set. Come on. It's on you. I'll take care of them. Just a bit.
Oh, I pushed the wrong one.
Get 'em.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. That is fine. It's no big deal.
One more shot. Grant us your strength.
Imagine going into a boss battle hearing J-pop instead of Latin choir. Look around for the DJ. Someone's got the wrong cue. Right? The boss fight is supposed to be a religious experience full of Catholic guilt. All right, Sam. Let us continue. I think it's because we're following Salmon. That's all. Oh, because that's my impression of Japanese. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of silly. So that's all J-poppy instead of usual epic choirage. Like the vocalist of the choir will be singing the same thing over and over again. It is needed, absolutely required. No, wrong button again. That's what I get for doing a stupid joke. That's what I get for doing that stupid joke. It is radio warned, okay.
Don't worry. The planet.
And I'm going to have to actually get my health back up here soon because
Sorry.
I have not been doing any heals.
That's it.
Yeah, Teeth is at about half, Aerith is about 60%. Wow, wow. I need new ideas for a username. Feel like Kyra, Glitch, Wax, and Wayne is probably too many characters. Yeah, I agree. You know, when I heard you got a couple more Mew Mews, I was kind of thinking about that too.
Baby girl,
What now?
your daddy. You silly daddy. He's gonna fail you. Oh, I can't let you go. I just can't.
Barrett, get your shit together. Marlene's barely out of diapers. You've got time.
Right. I'm just getting worked up over nothing. Yeah, she won't be leaving me for a while.
Then again,
Hey,
Barrett, you good? And we gotta give the pettings where the petting is due. We pet all the baby chocos. That is apparently what a baby chocobo looks like. So why am I following Salmon again? What's the reason? I kind of forget. You know, if I actually played this game less than a week from the last time, I streamed, I would have remembered probably. Kind of. Oh, detrimental status effects. Petrify and stone. You have been petrified. Take a certain amount of damage. On the state will turn you to stone, rendering you incapacitated. Avoid damage until status wears off. You got an auto mod? Sam's such a good boy. Love him. I got an auto mod. I don't know what you mean. Alright, almost have enough. Oh, there we go. Finally I can assess. Number 1 rule for game deving, all animals must be pettable. I agree. And you must spend quite a bit of time making animations for the petted animal for what happens when you pet them. Okay? Might be a Twitch mod. I sent a message and an auto mod blocked it. I don't think I really have moderation set up on Twitch at the moment. Most of the chat was on YouTube. So I spent most of my time setting up YouTube instead of Twitch. All right, let's get some heals up and running, huh? I think you can just use chakra on yourself. You don't even have chakra anymore. Oh, right.
Come on.
All right, just gotta get a moment to. All right, let's get this going so she can just. Gotta run some errands real quick. I'll leave the stream open. Excellent. Thank you. Have fun. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, that's absolutely nothing. Tifa is just getting stomped. I'm wondering if attack spells. Okay, I was wondering if heal spells were duplicated as well.
Okay.
No, it's just attack spells. So look, block. So it's just Aerith that's invincible, huh? Man, you know, this isn't even a boss fight. This is like a little mini boss fight, and it's just can't do anything.
I'll show you what I can do.
I think you had a weakness to arrow. I, just like anyone in my position, didn't look at the weaknesses. That was one of those fights. I didn't even notice that was one of those extra fights that that Chadley wants me to do. That wasn't even an actual fight. It was just like a bonus. That wasn't part of the Salmon run. Probably because I noticed there's a lot of these little lanterns on the road. I think it's going to be like a chocobo race of some type.
Sam, what are you doing here? Came all this
That's
way,
right,
you're still
courier.
full of energy. Do I know you?
We're Sam's bodyguards. Your mom hired us to keep him safe. And to make sure her boy got his allowance.
Keep it. I ain't taking her money. I can make ends meet on my own.
Who are they, Dylan? Friends of yours?
Claire, what are you doing out of bed? You know you need to stay off your feet. I know you came all this way, but I can't accept that. Just make sure Sam gets home safe for me.
You really are your mother's kid. Got her stubbornness and everything. Have it your way. Why don't you hang on to it?
This is a fortune.
If you really don't want it, I'll take it off your hands. But as a parent, I'm sure you want to give your kid the best life you can. And in my experience, that don't come cheap. Think it over.
That's true. We'll take it.
Ow.
Dilster was looking for you, dude.
Toby.
Sorry, got a little tied up. Hang on, aren't these guys with Avalanche? Rhonda said I might run into you.
Avalanche? Wait, you mean they're the ones who blew up those reactors?
The superstars themselves. I just want to say it is such an honor to meet you. Actually, while you're here, think I could ask you for a favor? Seeing as Dylan's situation seems to be taken care of?
Yep, it's all good.
It's all good.
Excellent. In that case, why don't we step into my office for a chat? Right this way.
He likes to lay in bed face down. All right, so we ran all this way and did nothing on the side except that fight, which I don't know where it's at. So maybe it wasn't that an extra fight. It was actually a salmon thing. So we'll do this part. You know what? Yeah, let's at least get the quest. Let's at least get the quest. You'll probably want us to do something over here.
Man, you Mid-Carinos are something else. When I saw you on the news, I was blown away. And here you are, lending me a hand. It's literally a dream come true.
All right.
Here's the situation. There's this big lighthouse down by the cape, and someone calling themselves the Merc of Junon has turned it into their hideout or something.
Oh God.
Oh, are they an acquaintance of yours?
Sorta.
What are the chances?
What are
I
the
don't know about you,
chances?
I think fate brought us together. Anyway, that place has got a killer view. We used to go up there all the time and just chill. But it's too dangerous with all the monsters around, and that merc hasn't done a thing about him. So I was hoping you could do me a solid and convince that merc to help us out.
Just do him a solid.
Yo, you're the best!
Yo,
You know,
you're
I
the
just
best.
knew I could count on you.
So, you gonna help or
Me?
you can sniff out trouble?
I suppose that does make me the most suitable candidate.
Oh, pro tip. If you ever get the chance, you ought to swing by the hill, too. You might even catch a glimpse of the Great Condor if you're lucky. If you're into that kind of stuff.
You want to help me? Red's like, why should I help? All right, so we have that. This is a town. We will explore the town later. But the town's already here. No, we're gonna. No. No. No, explore town later. Explore town later. What are you doing? Turn around. Explore town later. Go back. What are you doing? Why aren't you exploring the town later? Why are you towning now? Why are you towning now? You just don't ever listen, do you?
La 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 la. Curious about this old clavier. I'm Dorian, representative of the Piano Outreach Association.
Piano
It is my
Outreach
duty to support
Association.
those who liberate music from the page and bring it to life with their performances.
If it's DDR again, like the last game, obtain music sheet. Go by and go up here. Aviators and all. Obtain music sheet found on pianos around the world to add these scores to your repertoire. If you achieve an A rank in the performance, speak to Dorian Gray, and he will reward you. Music product. Oh,
I hope you will aid me in my humble mission to spread the joy of the piano to every corner of the world. There's no finer sound in all the world than the voice of a humble piano.
Tell Dorian how you performed. I haven't performed anything. You will earn a reward for achieving an A rank on a song. I haven't done anything. Inspect pianos, counter, start tickling invoices, perform music sheet, music acquired. Crimey. Push touchpad to select the piece you would like to perform. Tilt the D-pads in time with the notes drifting out from the center. Interesting. What in the heck? I have to toggle the octaves too. All right. Well, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. All right. Nothing's happening. Oh my gosh. Look at this garbage. Look at this for a moment. So am I supposed to hit it at when it's at the edge or when it's at like in the Okay, so I have to hit it before it hits the edge. So if I just hit this direction, miss, 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 so I can't just do this. Yeah, it's not registering my inputs. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I like this. Because my focus is solely on the right-hand stick, but it wants me to do left-hand stuff later. So I'm kind of focused on pushing all of these inputs, and then eventually I'm going to have more than one input a minute on the left-hand side, and I'm going to be dividing my focus. See, like that one I think I missed. So I'm wondering if that was because that being the octave change was because you can freestyle. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think the radial wheels need to be bigger. Because, like I said, I'm focused on one part of the screen that's not even that big, so I can't even use peripheral vision to assist, to let me know what's going on the left side. You know there's someone out there playing Freebird on this. So, hold on. Let's do this again. I think I would have preferred the DDR version. I think not the remake DDR version, but like just a straight up symbols coming from the top, scrolling down. I missed that deep chord. See, my eyes are so focused on the right-hand side that I don't even know what corner or what side or what direction. I only have like a base idea of where the left is going. Let's see. Sitting there, the piano, the punches stored piano here. You know, there's someone out there playing Freebird. Yeah. So when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, you could actually equip instruments and play instruments, like actual like notes and stuff like that. But you can only play one note at a time, one instrument at a time. So what people do is they will have other people come into the party and actually play notes and actually play songs and music, copywritten or not, with these instruments on. It's just, it is ridiculous on what people can do. A lot of it is going to be just all automated. Different accounts having inputs going to different windows, but Final Fantasy XIV choirs are a real thing, and it's just astounding. So I gotta break 10,000 to get B. I gotta break 10,000 to get B. How am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to do that? High score is 3570. It's a I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes and fail miserably for you for a 3600 score when I need to basically almost get 3 times that to get B. To get B. How am I supposed to do that? I mean, I only missed a few last time, so what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do that? All right, one more time. Never underestimate gamer nerds. They'll put out entire content. Oh, they do. In Final Fantasy 14, they did. So, okay. Great, good, bad. Okay, so it looks like the outer radius of the circles are the ideal points. Oh, this game is going to be tough. This game's going to get tough. Oh no! Ball assisted! See, I was so focused on the right-hand side, I messed up on the left. Well, I did better. I even got the last chord. So, this minigame I think is going to be pretty tough. Never mind the fact that I got A. What's star? Does that mean I have to do it again? Is that like I can only get perfects? But I also did like completely and utterly fail on a couple of chains, but I don't know. I don't know. We need a ruler to slap Cloud's knuckles with. You were doing really good. I think one more time we could really... Yeah. I can definitely see how difficult this is going to get. Man. Just man. Una más. Ataichi. Last time, chat. See, him throwing in extra notes is actually throwing me off. It's throwing me off, chat. Oh, left hand was a little too soon. Yeah, I gotta do much better than that to. Yeah, I met the request at the A's. Finish. So every single time Cloud would throw in an extra note, it would throw me off because I'm trying to stay with the beat, trying to go with the song itself, trying to follow these lines that go to the external of the radio. For me personally, it was not an easy minigame. Wasn't necessarily a fun one. I don't think. I think they could have done things a little bit differently because you got this entire screen, but it's only going to the corner. It's only going to the. It's only going to the corner like this big, but you got this entire screen to work with because you want to make sure Cloud is on the picture. I didn't like that.
How may I be of service to you? Mellifluous melodies are all the more pleasing when played on the piano. Thank you for sharing such joy with the world. I hope you will enchant us with even more splendid performances in time.
All right, so I'm going to be looking for pianos now. Okay. All right, catastrophe was taken. I kind of figured out. I kind of figured out as much that would be because that's just such a nice name. Books with the Fur is not a bad name. Definitely suits you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Joe. You know, I should have actually spent some time getting an impersonation of like Trump and Biden, so I could have done those. I never did. I haven't done like actual impressions in a long time. Like I don't know. I'd say maybe 8 years ago, I did a lot of impressions. Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. Oh, old bones need a resting. Old bones need a resting. So, yeah, it was just, I don't know. I expected a different mini game. It was pretty intuitive. Just, I didn't like the feel. I didn't like the play of it. That's not a piano, sir.
With an agency? Here to sign me? No, wait. You came out here just to see the famous Queen's Blood rocker. All right, twist my arm, why don't you? I'll give you the show of a lifetime.
I'm good.
Oof, savage. So you're not a talent scout or a fan. Why didn't you say something? The name's Neil, and I'm gonna be the world's greatest QB playing guitarist. What do you say? Want to play against a future celebrity?
All because I wanted to not explore the town. I wanted to explore the outdoors, the great outdoors. So 1, 2, 3. It'll work. It'll work. Joe impressions required ice cream cone and to get the voice right. So, toxic rat. Okay, I have one offensive. So security officers are actually fantastic cards in my opinion. Because if you drop a card next to an opposing... Okay. You know what, let's continue with the game, then I'll explain. Oof. I have 2 toxic rats. Oh, I really didn't want to play the security officer now. I can't. Why can't I? There's one right there, right? Maybe not. Oh, man. Oh, it's because I dropped that silly card. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a different card. You know what? I'm just going to restart. I already screwed up. I thought it was a different card. So I thought the card I dropped was a card that went up and over. Okay. Oh, you're on the straight up offensive, aren't you? And I'm starting to run low. Oh. So, if you drop a card and your influence is the opposite pawn color, it swaps the pawn color. Oh, I have a lot of level 2s and only one level 1. This is the only card I can play. Yeah, I only have 2 pawn cards. I only have 1 pawn. So yeah, the game's over. I have to restart. I should really change out my deck, but I remember it was a pain in the butt last time. I don't remember how I did it. But it gave me almost every 2 pawn card. So, and the card I thought I dropped last time was this one. So that really kind of screwed me up. That dude just straight up goes on the offensive. See, this is the board I thought I was going to have before I dropped the wrong card. We are in a similar situation because for whatever reason there we go. I don't know if that's a good idea. So this is a +1 power tile. But there's nothing there, so I want to hold off. Let's count. You drop there, I drop there to counter. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to hold off a little bit. I'm going to hold off a little bit. I don't have a toxic rat either. That's kind of what I want right now. Hmm. So I just did exactly what I told myself I wasn't going to do, which was put my card right there. I was going to save it. So what do? I put it there anyway. Man, that was a big dumb. That just cost me the match. That was a big dumb. Like I tried editing my deck, and every single time I do, it's like, it doesn't want to happen. So I have this card because it has high scores, and I haven't seen this card in a while. What I should do is I should really look at all these cards, especially ones with abilities, and resort my deck. No, don't quit.
Don't beat yourself up over it. Want me to sign something for you? Nothing like a match after a sick.
I hate this guy. Begin match. Crime. All right, so we're going to do this again. This time I'm not going to drop the wrong card, right? Right? And you're just going to go straight for it. But you dropped something that doesn't allow forward progression. That's interesting. Okay. So this card is going to be played when this token or this token is played. This card is played. So this needs to be on hold. This card is going to be played right there. This card, actually, flip. I could play. Let's just do this. We're going to see if we can't force him to play a card right there. And he's not. I don't. So that's game. I essentially win. Because there's no tiles for them to place cards. I should just stop the game now and we can move on. So, question chat. Who is writing outside of the 60 minutes of writing?
God damn, dude! You legit wiped the floor with me! Then again, I can count on one hand the times I've won. I might actually not be cut out for this.
I am sometimes.
Hear that? An upbeat melody's coming to me.
Clear as day. That's it. I can feel my spirits rising.
I knew I was a musical genius. That loss was just what I needed to get my groove back. Oh, I can tell this one's gonna be good. One of these days I'll make it to the big time and give my folks the life they deserve. Until then, there's nothing for it but to keep strumming guitar and playing cards.
We are moving away from that individual, since we cannot strike him down like the scum he is. Alright. I am sometimes. I try, but I don't. So, I was thinking about this earlier on. Not today, but just earlier in general. My original concept for 60 minutes of writing was me only writing during a video. So, I was wondering if that's what I want to do with the stream. But it's not going to be in necessarily a video on demand, so maybe not. I just think if I get the time to write outside of the chat or outside of stream, I will. But I'll just dedicate that time to stream for you. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because normally I am someone for... someone who likes things to be in order. Makes sense. Like it's the same concept as a Let's Plays. I start a game from the beginning. I finish a game all in order. The exception, I suppose, would be if I had to take a little bit of time to farm something, like I did during Kataria Fables. I spent a little time farming and going in circles. I even spent a little bit of time on remake. Yeah, on remake. Where I just farmed up some Kupo tokens.
Finally.
Someone's worth a damn.
I'm Cameron.
But when it comes to plot points and story points, it's always in order for my streams.
I've scaled mountains, braved wastelands. As I communed with nature, I received a vision. The true spirit of this game we both...
As I ate mushrooms, I hallucinated. That's basically the translation.
Are you prepared? Then come.
Can I at least spit on my hand first? Want to talk dirty first? At least talk dirty for me. Alright, so I'm thinking I want to create a new deck at some point. Maybe I'll do that off stream. I don't know. Because it took me a little bit to create the deck last time and I still have no idea what I'm doing. Having this card so early, I don't know. Let's just play. Let's just deal with what we got. All right, so I'm going to. Wait, I can't. Ooh. I likey. So I want to wait. This tile is now dedicated to the Toxic Rat. And when they drop a card on this one, the Toxic Rat's going to play offensive and just completely pew that card. So that is my game plan there. And I'm gonna hold off on this one because if I drop the toxic, no, I think it's good. Yeah, we're good. So I'm gonna security officer that bad boy. Actually, I shouldn't have. I'm actually surprised. It is such a painful and blow that it removed the card. So the only places that they could drop cards is here, which in theory could take over that point, and here. So my play would be right there, but I only have this card. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That is quite interesting. That is a very long-range card. It is hitting things 4 tiles away. Interesting. I still have to hold off on that one. Suppose I could do that. There we go. And that means... There we go. Okay. So I need to drop cards with 2 powers here to get those points. And that should be a victory. That should be a W. Yeah. Yeah. It's a 7-point lead on my end. That is a 7-point lead on my end. Edgar Swarmer. Edgar Swarmer was supposed to be this dragon in Final Fantasy XIV. What is this now?
This is wrong. This is all wrong. I don't understand. It was just supposed to be a game. No. There it is again. That voice. Could it be? Has returned? No, that's impossible. It's just a silly card game.
It's not even what the card game table looks like.
Oh God. What have I done? I have to tell them. They all need to know the terrible truth about Queen's blood.
They need to know the terrible truth about Go Fish.
You okay?
Were you granted a transcendent vision, as I too was? You look as though you've just seen a ghost. Saying that, I'm reminded of the story of Ledrel Balmon, the creator of Queen's Blood. After he started selling cards, he spoke of hearing a strange voice. He then withdrew from the public eye and became a recluse. No one saw him again until his death. There's no shortage of people who've had their lives turned upside down by the cards. Just goes to show what a deep and captivating game it is. Indeed, this match of ours stands as proof of that truth as well, I believe. Thank you for this experience, my friend.
That guy be the Shadow Realm. Look, most of this overpriced game board can be simplified into, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5x3 grid. You don't even need the grid. You can actually just play cards. Remove the that overpriced table altogether, and you got a fine card game. Yeah, I definitely need to vendor. Great.
Cloud! I have recreated Phoenix, the Firebird of reincarnation from Junon Legend, within the simulator. I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity, so that I might complete its materia.
Well, let's see what kind of simulations he has. There are apparently a lot of simulators. I'm just going to hold off for now. Maybe next time. I want to explore the...
I hope you won't mind my mentioning, but I've observed that World Intel collection is stalled of late.
I am going to cut you down, you little twink.
A veteran mercenary like you would never abandon a task. I know you must be busy, but I'd appreciate your help.
So annoying. So, I don't think... Oh, there's one more card, because I beat everyone else, right? Yeah, there would be a check mark. There's one more person I gotta play cards with. How are you gonna do that exactly for scientific purposes? Oh yes, very much so. I'm going to demonstrate cellular division. What is it? Mycosis? Symbiosis? Something-rosis? Sosisosis? Something like that. I shall demonstrate my unscientific, uneducated brain of splitting two cells.
Hello.
With Chadley and sword.
My name's Michaela, and I'm a proud member of the CAS's Queen's Blood Promotion Committee. Our goal is to spread awareness about the game's diplomatic potential. We believe it's our best shot at getting Shinra to agree to negotiations with us. What do you say? Want to play and help me drum up interest?
It's essentially just said, Pokemon the trading card game is going to be the only thing that causes peace between the U.S. and Iran. I mean, we can only have peace if we play rounds of Go Fish. Not the greatest starting lineup, but I'll make it work. I'll try to make it work. Imagine ending war by trading your holographic shadowless Charizard. King Jong-un is causing all this blight and destruction and death and sorrow because he wants a holographic shadowless Charizard. All I want is a Charizard, woo. Oh my God. So I wasn't really focused on the game. I was kind of thinking about the that thing, but you know, I think I could do this. This might work. No, that's supposed to be played down here. I don't like that card being played there, but I needed that swapped green to limit their movements. Yeah. It's not the most graceful game, but it'll definitely work. It's a win. Yeah, it's a win. I'll take it.
That was great! See what I'm talking about? That connection you feel when you're playing someone. You, my friend, are now officially a member of the Queen's Blood Promotion Committee. People laugh, but I really think this game has the power to bring folks together in a way few things can. Because the key to world peace isn't violence. It's joy. Plain and simple joy. Comrade, I hereby ask you to go forth and play Queen's Blood. Spread the joy of gaming. I'm counting on you.
She just called me comrade. You don't play Queen's Blood. Queen's Blood play you. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else here? Or can I finally do what I had originally planned? Because I seriously do need a vendor. All right. Yeah, I think we're essentially done here. So let's vendor and we can finally begin our explorations. Now, where's a vendor? There's a vending machine, but I don't think the vending machine allows me to sell stuff. Let's give it a shot.
Welcome to the crow's nest. Pretty sweet, right? I heard the best way to get work.
I don't think I've ever actually tried selling at the vending machine. At the very least, not on this game. Or I can just jump away. Sell. Oh, okay. So I apparently can sell at the vending machine. Okay. Did I have it at the 75 at the soft cap, or was it 50? I think it was... I think I just put it back at 50 because if I need something, I'll just get it again. heck are they talking about? So I have reduced my soft cap to 50. That way, I can hopefully prevent overcapping. Because it always irks me if I pick up something and I can't hold on to it because I have too many. It's essentially a waste of money at that point. There are things that will require more than 50 of something, especially when it comes to crafting. But if that's the case, I'll just hold on to things and farm things, and I'll craft a little bit later. But I think this is kind of like the best bet. All right then. So I think we are finally able to go back outside and start our exploration. And that is what we're doing next. That is what we're doing next. So I'm thinking tonight for dinner, a pork roast with macaroni and cheese. I think that'll work splendidly. I was going to make it yesterday, but something kind of happened that really just threw everything off in the most negative funk, and I didn't like it at all. Where are you going?
Many legends about Phoenix have been passed down. One tells of the great bird scouring the coast in search of a final resting place. A fisherman made it share the warmth.
He just put it away. He's like, shut up, Dad.
Its feathers in the proffered flames, thereby rekindling its fading life force.
Very devious. I'm going to assume you meant delicious. Excuse me. I figured you meant delicious after I read, like, very devious. Like, what was devious? I mean, we're chasing a baby chocobo to repair its stop. There's not much deviousness about it. Heck, and just doing a Goliath from Gargoyles up this rock side. I'm just gonna punch through solid stone with my fingertips.
Fiends roam this place.
Rare Ignalis variant identified. Commencing guidance protocol. As their size puts them at the lower end of the food chain, they're exceptionally skittish creatures.
Actually, let's go to Cloud and get an assessment on these, because we have to probably do the standard pressure, stagger, and time.
There are theories that these fiery displays may also be employed in mating rituals. After all,
Weak to ice. All of them are. Okay.
may we too pursue our objective with a passion that burns as bright as the Ignalis scale. Stop it! Sam is surrounded. That'll do!
And you have ice. Can I drop multiple wards?
Let's get serious. Get him!
Just do standard blizzard.
Feeling too much?
The dog is under control.
This one's for you! We'll make it quick. Come on, team.
Oh, I don't have a lot on the time limit, do I?
That's it! You can do
I don't think I won't be able to do the time limit. Oh, just barely. Just barely. I was close. I didn't think I was going to make the time limit because I was too busy goofing off. I am not doing well. I need to rest these old bones again. Let's see. There, that should at the very least get me set up so I could get some prayers out or get some mana back before I hit another bench. But yeah, Aerith is definitely going to have to get her mana back after that one. I could, of course, use my tushy cushion to take a seat and rest my bones there. So it's not like I'm completely SOL. Also, there's an abundance of fast travel, so I can just go back to Junon real quick, sit down, and come back. So there are options if I really wanted to. Oh, you have maxed out your pokey stick, right? Yes. And I don't think I have another one or anything else to max out for anybody. So so what that means, I will be able to You don't have... That's right, it's on Tifa.
So you got this.
Take the lead.
I'll show you what I can do. Tagging out. All set. Come on. Bring it. Gotcha. Bingo. Fight's not over yet.
Well, they're flying, so essentially you're useless.
It's on you.
So I'll just stick with
Go on.
Aerith.
One more shot.
I might just have to set my tush down.
No big deal. There, that's it. Go on. You got this. I got this. Fine. Good luck.
Mine, don't overdo
For
it.
you. I'll show you what I can do. Who's that person now? You can do it. Let's go. It's all good.
Never in doubt.
Alright, so now we're there. Alright, what now? So, you want to do the typity types tonight, chat? You want to do the types? Yes, I shall analyze the Phoenix Crystal. Is this the one with the circle? Yes. Oh, I think I missed the bottom part. A little too soon on the bottom part. Oh, I got it! I need to figure out how I left my laptop at home and I won't be able to retrieve it. It's even like a silly scene that I can't walk away from.
We're actually communicating with one another.
All right. Yeah, over here we got a tower. We got to go east. And then turn left as soon as Barrett moves. There we go. And then there is a tower for Sing Nation over here. Combat, Tifa. There we go.
This isn't good. Bring it! Let's go! Come on!
There we go. Getting everyone back up on the
It's on you.
I'll take care of them.
abilities, soul drain. There we go. Kind of get the magic points back for the heals too.
Keep it up. Stay steady. Bring it. Watch yourself.
Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do.
No, not you.
You've got this. I got this. Bring it.
So you can see Barrett actually doing some attacks from the back, even though he's not in the group. So yeah, that's kind of nice for him to actually chip in a little bit. Is your work on Google Docs, or is it saved locally? Oh, didn't raise his hand. Google Docs. Well, there you go. All you need at that point is access to a computer. You can just go to a private browser, log into your Google Docs from there. Probably have to go to your mobile app and authorize the login, and you can just write from there. You're set. You are set. Alive. Alright, so we're going to follow the bird oath to take care of the fountain next. The fountain is over here. I'll probably just almost walk, but let's just keep at it.
Come on.
We can't afford to hold back.
Keep it together.
So it's my turn?
I need to remember if I actually scan that.
Deal with that.
I'm coming.
I got your number.
Who's that for some magic? That's it.
So, Aerith's like combat noises kind of reminds me of Lulu from
This one's for you.
Futurama.
Here he comes. My turn. Keep up the pressure. Let's do it. There. Now's our chance.
Finish it.
I can help too. Bring it.
Hiya! Said if I had access. if I have access to actual computer. Well, there's you will. I know you will. So if you really want to, it'll happen. Okay? Probably up there. Climb, my feathery friends, climb! Let's see. It would seem that there's not as many things, interactive things, like side things in this area. Because in the previous area, I felt like there was more. But I'm also not done here, so head to the abandoned lighthouse. You're an abandoned lighthouse. Well, I really, really want 20K. I can take care of that laptop issue. I can't take care of that 20K issue because after a while, I'll lose count. Okay, I'll try. There you go. Just for you. I know it's important.
I was able to locate an old Republic transmitter chip. It can be found within a derelict structure that sits upon the coastline. This area is modeled with craters resulting from intense warfare between the Republic and Shinra. Do mind your step as you proceed.
Nothing a little bit of time can't help. Did you put spaces so you can... Yes. Yes, I did. So it looks like my next step is going to be over here, which will be accessed from here, which will be accessed from here. So I might actually be done with this section. Nope, not quite. Not quite. All right, westbound. All right, chat, I have a question. How many times do you think I should revise my book before sending it off to publishers?
Guess I got it. It's nothing.
Fine, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Eyes on you.
So it's my turn? No need to... Don't worry, the plan... Get him! All set! I'll show you what I can do. This one's fun! I think we're almost done. Seizing the open. Get him! Good luck.
Let's do this. Deal with that.
I'm coming.
As many times as it takes, I agree. But at least once, right? At least once. Bare minimum, once. It's like rice. You just wash it until the water's clear. Yeah, for the most part, I agree. Interesting analogy. Works, though. Like, dresses, I feel like most authors are never done revisiting. I know, it's just one of those things. It's like you, okay. At least for me. My experience is I write the rough draft. I go over it to fill in gaps. Sometimes I have to put in more gaps. Like this time around. Like the last 3 books I wrote, I didn't have to put gaps on my first draft. I just wrote everything. But it's not the case for the book I'm working on right now.
I got on you.
Hold on a second. Let me get back in the circle. But it's not the case for the book I'm working on right now for the 60 minutes of writing. So, just give me a second. I feel like my trains of thought are not being projected properly.
Gotta go for it now.
There we go. Let's see if I can get a quick frame.
Gotcha. Keep it up.
Let me teach him a lesson. Finish him off. Time to end this. Just a bit.
So, the first, okay, it's not entirely accurate because when I wrote the first book, I actually had to rewrite the entire second book. So maybe what I'm saying isn't entirely accurate, but I basically had to, I had at least one revision, and then when I do revisions, I'll fill in gaps. Like, I think I have chapter 8 on the 60 minutes of writing book I'm working on that, like almost the entire chapter needs to be written. I have the concept down. I just skip it. And I don't think I'm going to ever forget the concept. So essentially, when I fill in all those gaps, I want to do 1, maybe 2 more read-throughs, and that's it. If I feel comfortable and confident in the book, I will work on publishing it. But what I don't do is I don't finish the first draft, send it off to beta readers, and at the same time, send it off to publishers. It just seems like steps are being skipped. Oh wow, chat. Okay, hold on a second. Many times, Berryman once depends on how critical you are on yourself. Sometimes it may be helpful to get an outside opinion. Yeah, I agree. That's what the beta readers are for. That's why I'm having people beta read this book before I go in depth on the edits. I'm probably going to have the book at 65 to 70,000 words before I send it off to beta readers. Because this story isn't necessarily something I commonly write. The style, well, half the style. but like it's based on real places and stuff like that, and a situation where I don't know. I'll say like my confidence in this isn't as high as the Bloodlines stories were, so I want to get some outside opinions. I had no idea that was even a thing. That what? That what? Yeah, a friend of mine's like, all right, I finished my first draft that AI has helped me with. I'm like, oh, that's already a red flag. I want to support you as best as possible, but that's a huge red flag. All right, send it out to beta readers. Oh, okay. All right, send it out to a couple publishers. Wait, what? What happened to first edits, second edits, edits? Supper? You gotta edit it. Edit the thing. I hate AI so much. People are relying on it way too much, and it is ruining the creative marketing. Not in a good way either. Not in a good way either. Not like how airlines changed the locomotive industry. No, it is, and how internet changed the telecommunication industry. No, this is full on. So image generators pull images off the internet and use intelligent scripting to compile things into similar categories. And then when you call upon something in ChatGPT, it's going to pull from that pool and manipulate those images to get you what you want, in theory. The thing is, people are posting those images online, and then now AI is going to be collecting pools of its own images, like some sort of inbred white trash, like pool, like gene pool of images that's going to work from and create these just straight up inbred images for you, and it's going to get worse and worse. It is absolutely horrible. It is absolutely horrible. You thought the 11, 12, 13 figure man was going to be bad? It's going to get worse. Now, granted, there may be some coding and some work that the developers can do to fix it, but I don't think so. At this stage in our developmental process for AI generation, I just don't think it's going to be possible to fix those issues. We're going to have inbred pictures, and those pictures are going to inbreed with themselves, and eventually we're going to have just disgusting stuff all over the place. So this is a fad as far as I'm concerned. It's a fad. I don't think he knows the second. I'm totally fine with cannibalizing itself. Makes it easier to spot. I agree. Eventually we'll have the royal family. Where am I going? I'll go over there shortly. Am I finished over here? Oh, I gotta go over here first. Yeah, we're going to have the royal family of images, of storybooks and stuff like that, and it's going to be absolutely awful. It's going to be absolutely awful. AI, in my opinion, should be used as a tool to assist, not to create. And people rely on AI way too much for everything, and that is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Awful for the creators, awful for the community, awful for job markets, awful for pushing down and seeing I can sniff out something to dig up. Just absolutely awful. Oh, I'm pushing up. I need to push up first. I need to get that first. In a sense, I firmly believe AI is going to be a fad, but it's not going to go away. Casting directors are using it for commercials and for some small roles. Yeah, they're using using AI to replicate voices of specific individuals without the individual's consent. There was a case. He's been sniffing for a while. Where are we going? Scarlett Johansson, I think it was. A company asked her to do a voiceover for some product. This was when she made the voice for some sort of AI. And they're like, hey, you want to do the voice for this? She said no. So what they did is they used AI, scraped all of the voice material available online, and recreated her voice for their product and for their commercials. I don't know if that lawsuit has been settled. I don't know the outcome. I don't even know if it's still going. It's just what I heard, what I understand. And it's absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. I use it to get ideas to bounce off of or work on concepts. Work on inspiration, yeah, so you're using it as a tool to assist, not to actually create. Heck, autocorrect is a rudimentary form of AI if you really want to go that route. But having AI create an entire document, an entire page, an entire book, absolutely terrible. Why? Absolutely terrible. More than that, half of the casting calls are $200 for unlimited use. Agents are pissed. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I firmly believe that every AI-generated image should have a watermark. A watermark noting that this image was created by artificial intelligence. And I was originally thinking about a meta tag, but meta tags can be scraped. So we had to go straight up watermark to indicate that images are created with AI, so people don't try to hawk all that stuff off as their own. I'm happy that this is what I understand too. I may be incorrect on this, but the courts ruled, for at least for the United States, that AI-generated content is not not copyrightable. So if someone creates something via AI, they cannot say it is their work and put a copyright on it. So if there's a movie created strictly from AI, that movie can be recreated by anybody because it's not copyrighted. Disney and I think it's Universal are actually teaming up. These two rivals are teaming up and putting a lawsuit against an AI company. I don't exactly know the details, but here's what I understand. The AI company is using images of copyrighted material and passing it off to consumers for a monthly fee so they can use. AI company is using the fair use rule, which is a very open and broad rule. And in a lot of cases, I support that rule.
Piece of cake.
Now, when it comes to AI, though. And Disney is saying, with visual proof, that Tifa cannot jump for the life of her. So these fights are stupid. You have to use Aerith or Parrot. The lawsuit is stating that with minimal effort, even unintentional, AI will, I need to go to cloud, use copywritten material and give it to the people who are paid the monthly fee. So it's like $20 a month or something like that. And they get these images of obvious characters. Like if you see a circle, and a bigger circle, you know that's the mouse of the like great evil. It's as simple as that. So then the AI will be like, well, you can use this, and people do it, and they try to pass off as their own work. So now this lawsuit's going up against this AI company, and this could be a huge blow to the AI industry, because if Disney and Universal win, and it's one of those things that I thought I wouldn't say, is I'm actually rooting for Disney and Universal. If they win and they are forced to tear down everything to prevent copyrighted material to be used in AI work, it's going to be a huge shift in the industry. Oh, I think you're about when she did her. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the exact details. And people wanted their AI to sound like her. I want to say yes, but I could be lying. I know Legal Eagle has made a video on that, but the information regarding Disney and Universal was brought to my attention from Legal Eagle. So I know people are like, oh, that's a very liberal lawyer. I don't think so. He kind of goes against everyone and everything. It all depends on if, at the very least, his interpretation of the law. He talks about the law itself. Lately, it's been about politics. It's because of how unprecedented the times are when it comes to the legalities of the office, good or bad. So he talks about that. Yeah, I'm talking about Scarlett Johansson. That's at the very least, in this case, the example that comes to my mind when I think about people stealing people's voices for AI.
Keep it together.
I'll show you what I can do. Go on!
They only say he's liberal because he supports the law. Well, like I said, it's because it's very unprecedented times where a lot of questionable choices have been made that go against the interpretation of the Constitution. They have arguments back and forth. I am not going to say too much more about it, considering I like to keep things neutral. But it's an interesting perspective for those to actually kind of figure out both sides and see different perspectives on highly controversial situations, I'll say. We play piano and go fish, and now we're talking politics. I really want to veer away from the political discussion. I don't like talking politics, because it always creates rifts and drama, and I try to avoid that, especially when it comes to stuff like this. I try to keep things as neutral as possible. So we're going to climb down this wall. We're going to slide down this wall. Why didn't you just jump down? That would have been a lot easier. Just slide. So we got the 60 minutes of writing coming up. But after where am I going? All right. I have that too. Let's do it. Let's just keep going this way. Let's explore. Yeah, the 60 minutes of writing, but after the stream, I'm going to start working on a roast. I have a lot of work for dinner tonight. A lot of work to do for dinner tonight. Then I have another stream tonight. Today's going to be busy. Today's busy. Today is going to be busy. Today's going to be busy. It's like I can't get time off anymore. Like, I have all the time in the world, but I don't have time for anything. That's a strange paradox. It's a strange paradox. In terms of AI, I want to get back to a conversation I think I kind of got sidetracked on. As I mentioned before, autocorrect is a rudimentary form of AI, in my opinion. But it's a tool. People use the autocorrect to correct the spelling, not necessarily to write their whatever. So when people use AI to create their books, I don't call them an author. I wouldn't call them an author. I wouldn't call them a writer. You wouldn't go online, find something that someone else wrote, and call it off as your own. Well, people do. That's stupid. But if you do that, you're not an artist. You're not a creator. You're just someone who knows how to put in a sentence to create something. It's going to oversaturate the market with quote-unquote creative material. It's only going to get worse from there. Like I said, that's my opinion, though. I could be wrong. There could be a part of this story that I'm not seeing. That looks like part of the bookshelf. The issue with AI for me is using a tool to enhance something rather than using it to wholly create a thing and using it to replace people's jobs and stuff. Yeah. That is definitely going to happen. And the creation of tools and utilities have replaced jobs. Even so far as you can even consider like manufacturing jobs. People's jobs are replaced with machines. Unfortunately, that's something that... oh, I forgot to pet the Choco. That's going to happen. And it's actually happened with me, in a sense. And I'll give you an example. I am actually in the process of creating an application, a web application, to be used as a study material. I am writing it from scratch. It is 100% created by me. So it has my styles, my methods, my formats, my folder structure, my how I phrase my variables, my functions, stuff like that, my classes. It is all created by me. But if I really wanted to, I can go to ChatGPT and I can say, create a function, create a React function that does this. And it'll, for the most part, create that. I believe AI has caused a huge and not necessarily positive shift in the software development industry. Because it pulls information online and creates all these functions. So now you got people who know how to write a sentence stealing jobs from people who went to school for all these years, but they don't even know what anything means. So if they have to debug something, they have no idea. And that is not an icon, that is a lamp. So yeah, I am, as far as I'm concerned, a victim of AI as well in losing my job. I will also say I know nothing. I'm just an idiot with an opinion. Well, that's the thing. I am only going from personal experience. I have not done any actual research. I don't know if I am wildly incorrect. Like I say, I think the issue is less with AI itself, more with people thinking they can replace everything with it. I agree. Instead of understanding that you still need the human touch to really make something work. I agree. I agree. I agree. Oh, Come on, Choco, get the sniffs. Oh, you sniff somethings? There we go. Get the sniffs. Go sniff it. You're not a software developer if you use AI to create the software. You're someone who knows how to write a sentence, so someone else can create it. You're not a writer if you have AI write the book for you. You're just someone who knows how to write a sentence. You're not an artist if you have AI create art for you. You're just someone who knows how to write a sentence. That is it. And you'll be nothing more to me than that. Like plot twist alluded to, I use AI sometimes when I'm stuck and I just need something to springboard off of. Yeah, that is a tool, a utility to help you create something. But I'm not using it to write or develop an entire story. All that is still me. Good. I'm typing everything. I think that's the distinction. Yes. I consider you a writer. Someone with creative juices and creative flowing facing stuffs. Because you actually created. And use AI as a tool. I agree. So far, the only thing I have used AI for is autocorrect. That's it. Everything else has been me. Asterisk. I used AI to create the 60 minutes of writing intro and outro images. But that's because it was an idea that was essentially all of a sudden. And I wanted to have something there. I just haven't gotten around to fixing it or correcting it and taking actual pictures of stuff or actually creating something to replace it. So, but I will admit that. I didn't create those images. They're just there as placeholders. And I will replace them as soon as I get time to. Move, Barrett, move. Red, you don't have to move. You're a good boy. So it's already mid to late June. I'd actually say late June at this point. So one thing that really threw me off is the fact that I was kind of hoping that the first draft of this book would have been sent out to my beta readers before the California State Fair. Because I was kind of hoping I could talk about, or at least have a concept of that book I can discuss with people at the author booth. But because it's still in the draft phases and I haven't actually have anything copywritten, I can't actually discuss that book right now. So I'm kind of skeptical. I'm on guard about what I can say. I said that's the reason why I actually haven't said anything about that on chat, is because I don't really know how protected that work is at the moment. Because copyright rules, you can always say, oh, you can always just mail the manuscript to yourself. That's not entirely accurate. That's not entirely accurate. So I just need to be cautious and careful about what I say and how I do things. That's why I need trusted beta readers, not just anyone online.
All the mooglets for me, Kupo.
Oh no, this again. Where do I need to go? Where do I need to farm you all? Oh, I can go in the water. Fantastic. Lure the Moogle into the whirlwind. So I need to I need to lead you all there. Very well. See, this isn't mischief. This is just straight up crime. Crime level 2. Where are you, Mog? There you are. Good luck with the book. Getting it done is the hardest part. You know, the hardest part for me has been and always will be editing. Did this Koopo named Monkey throw banana peels at me? So it's the hardest for me because it requires reading. And I have, as I've mentioned countless times already, I am the whole words with the eyeballs connected to the brain. It's not a strong suit of mine. There we go. Why did you want him to throw orange peels? We have moogles throwing whirlwinds and hold L2. Oh, I can just straight up move him. All right, didn't know I can do that.
Thanks so much, Koopo. I really can't thank you enough for bringing all the mooglets back.
I don't
It's
like
such a relief
the
Emporium
Moogle
that Mog
design
and
in this
Matt
game.
built together won't have to close down. You're a lifesaver, Koopo.
There, I said it. I don't like the Moogle design in this game. Look at that. They just look... It looks like an intern modeled a panda bear or koala bear. That's it. Not even a... Maybe not even intern. Maybe like a first year or second year design student. You know, it's just... I just don't like them. All right. What else? What else we got? We got a path that leads down this way. And we got a path that leads down this way. All right. So, I have already been streaming for 2 hours. I think I want to call it here. Yeah, I want to call it here. You know, 2 hours is my soft limit. You know, that way I can adult, do things, get things taken care of, figure out where my old rusty bones can sit. Rusty bones. And that way I don't bore you all to death with random chit-chat about things that may or may not be relevant. Works for me. I have adulting to do too, see? As much as I enjoy chatting with you all, you know, we unfortunately have the adulting to do. So let me find a bench. There we go. Sit down, relax. Get that save and call it a day. All right. So I'm not happy that I talked about politics. Like I said, I want to keep neutral. I want this to be a safe place for everybody and anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter their affiliation, you know, because that's just how I am. I just don't like how divided everything is. I like things to be, uniform. Everyone together to do a thing to do. That hasn't been done. It's okay. I missed most of it anyway. So, writing session tonight, 7:30 Pacific time. So the Twitch channel is the same. So at least we got that. But the YouTube channel is different. So I have the Let's Plays on one channel. I have the Let's Play library / archives on a second channel. And then I have the 60 minutes of writing on a third channel. And I have this channel. I have 4 channels. Criminy. What happened? How did this happen? So that just about does it for this episode. If you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, notifications, follow, content, thumbs up, ring a bell. I don't know, whatever, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Discord. I don't know, whatever they want you today, because it changes all the time, right? Check out my website, JPEdgar.com, where I gotta make that screen so my website's all JPEdgar.com, then you can actually see it instead of me rambling on through the outro, and you actually don't quite understand what I'm babbling about. But my website, JPEdgar.com, I got my books, audiobooks, digital books, softbound books, blog, my merch, like my shirt. I got to get my desk plugged back in. I accidentally unplugged it, and I haven't plugged it back in yet. That way I can stand so I can show you what shirt I'm wearing today. But my live stream, on my stream schedule, and my live stream and my library archives, like I mentioned before, is all separate channels, and those links will be in the description. I've been doing this for over 2 years now, and I still can't do an outro. But thank you very much for everyone for coming in, keeping me company, and making fun of me along the way. But I really do appreciate it. But like always, more ridiculous to come.